So it took about 2.5 years of all the therapy and surgery to finally figure out that that's what my problem was. I had Parkinson's disease. So
with one pill. So you have to take it every day. There's no off day.
No, I take it every day. I take the drugs every day.
Same.
The thing about Parkinson's disease is, or people say about us, we're like snowflakes. All of us are very unique. So most people that have Parkinson's have what's called, they have the shakes, right? The tremors. I don't have none. I get about 12 shots in my neck, my neck and my shoulders, and about another 5 in my back. So
12 shots?
Yeah, about 12 to 20 shots. Yeah, one session. Yeah. But I mean, it's
worse. I want to focus on the better part first.
Yeah, so for me, this is maybe cliche to say, but I'm gonna say it anyways because I believe it. Being diagnosed is I've been able to find my
fitness, foodies, and the fabulous absurd. From burpees to Camus, you're never gonna know what you're gonna get from your burpee yoga uncle.
Fa'a mole mole, fia male si tala. Fa'a fatai lava. Please hit that like button and subscribe. Thank you in Samoan.
All right, how's it? And aloha, your uncle with the channel Can't Shake Me, Paul. We're gonna go ahead and chat about Parkinson's disease. It's one of the most, I don't want to say unique disease, but one of the most challenging disease out there. There's a lot of famous people that have it, or has it, or had it. Some I know, like Ozzy Osbourne, Michael J. Fox, Alan Alda. I think one of the Bush presidents has it. I mean, there's
Muhammad
so many.
Ali.
Muhammad Ali has it.
Yeah.
So Paul unfortunately has gotten it. So can you tell us, first of all, how did you find out that you contracted this disease?
Yeah, so I was diagnosed actually 5 years ago. 5 years ago, this next day, actually next month, 5 years ago. So for me, it started off, I started having pain in my fingers and stuff. I'm typing, I couldn't type real fast at all. I type all day at work. So I went to the doctor, and of course they thought it was just carpal tunnel syndrome.
Yeah, carpal tunnel, right?
Yeah. So I went to see a doctor, gave me braces, gave me cortisone shots in my wrist, and I started getting pain down my arms. And that still, nothing was helping. All the therapy in the world wasn't helping. They finally found I had 2 herniated discs in my neck. So they did surgery.
So that was it, doc?
Yeah, that was it. The pain was gone, but I still couldn't type. So I went back to see a neurologist, and the neurologist said, okay, something's going on. So she made me take these pills, which is called carbidopa-levodopa, which is the standard Parkinson's drug. She said, if you take this and you feel better, give me a call. So I took it. I felt better the next day. She said, okay, now I want you to stop taking it. And if you feel worse, then I want you to give me a call right back. So I called her right back, and then she said, you need to come in and see me. And then she said, hey, I'm sorry to tell you, but you got Parkinson's disease. So it took about 2.5 years of all the therapy and surgery to finally figure out that that's what my problem was. I had Parkinson's disease. So
with one pill?
Well, for me, that was just the pill. I mean, there's a bunch of tests she did, movement tests, stuff like that. She looked at my walk.
But it started with one pill.
Yeah.
The pill was basically just to stop the symptoms of the disease, and then if you stop taking it, then your doctor kind of knew, you could possibly have it.
Yeah, because the drug, all the drugs do for Parkinson's is they basically just mask the symptoms. It just masks the symptoms.
Right. Well, this is what most drugs in the Western culture does. Yeah. All it does is soothe you, and it doesn't. Nothing really cures you. The only thing that cures people is actually antibiotics. Everything else you take from Benadryl, all that stuff, is only to mask the symptoms to make you feel better. And that's what people don't understand. You know?
That's 100% right. Parkinson's disease is an incurable, progressive disease. So, I mean, there's nothing right now that can stop it. The only thing that can help it, slow it down, is exercise. So.
Just to work out. That's why you have your channel. And then tell us about your nonprofit organization.
So yeah, I created a nonprofit called Can't Shake Me. So we've been around just a couple of years, and with COVID, it's been kind of difficult to even do anything much with it. But basically, our whole purpose is to raise awareness about young onset Parkinson's disease. And when I say young onset, I'm saying anyone who's diagnosed before the age of 50 years old. Anyone diagnosed before the age of 50 is considered young onset Parkinson's disease. It's very rare for anyone under the age of 50. People with Parkinson's disease under the age of 50 is about maybe 10%, if that, of the Parkinson's population. So it's very few of us out there. But then also it's just to help provide services for the individuals who they can't afford stuff. So, especially exercise equipment and stuff like that, or pay for their classes that they can afford to go to the gym and stuff like that. Because exercise for us is extremely important for us. And some people have Parkinson's are on fixed income and stuff like that. They can't afford that kind of things. So that's what Can't Shake Me is all about. It's just helping people be able to live a better life through exercise. So because I benefited personally from exercise tremendously. So
in terms of medication, when you first started, did your medication change from when you first was diagnosed with it to now, or it's been the same type of medicine?
So it's still the same type of medicine. I've actually been able to reduce my medicine a little bit, and I use supplements to try to offset that. So I take a pure form of dopamine in order to offset the chemical drug version of it. So
right,
that's what I'm losing my brain is dopamine. So I need
so for those people that don't know, I did a little bit of research. Parkinson's disease basically your brain's lack of making dopamine. Is that what it
Correct.
is?
Yeah.
Your brain just somehow lost the function to make dopamine. But I always thought dopamine is like a chemical in your body that makes you feel good. But I'm wrong, I guess, right?
Yeah, it's more about the whole movement. I mean, you control your whole body, So, like, movement is everything. I mean, it's a movement disorder, Parkinson's disease. So, my main symptom is what's called bradykinesia. So, when I'm off, when I say I'm off, I mean my medicine's not working that well. I'm really slow. So my movements will be like this. So if you saw me in the morning, people don't. All people see me is in my videos. I'm moving fast, right? Doing burpees and stuff like that. But in the morning, I shuffle my feet because the drugs aren't in my body, right? And I'm just moving like a sloth. You know what I'm saying?
Really?
Just slow movements. I get real tight up my shoulders and everything, and I just move like a sloth. So until I get the drugs in my system, 30 minutes later, I'm good to go.
So you have to take it every day. There's no off day.
No, I take it every day. I take the drugs every day. 4 times a day I take the drugs. 4 times a day. And then I wear you watch my videos, you see I have
I do. And you have your patch.
Yeah. That's medicine.
Like
24
a
hour
patch.
Yeah. 24-hour patch. I wear it 24 hours a day. So.
And so all the famous people, I assume they do the same thing. They all have they do the same thing.
Yeah, the thing about Parkinson's disease is what people say about us, we're like snowflakes. All of us are very unique. So most people that have Parkinson's have what's called, they have the shakes, right? The tremors. I don't have any tremors whatsoever. None whatsoever.
Oh.
But a lot of them people do, and that's what people associate Parkinson's. So again, for me, my symptoms are mainly the bradykinesia, which is the slowness, and then the rigidity. I get real stiff in my body, big time. So I go to see a doctor for dry needling twice a week to relieve the pain. I get huge knots in my back and stuff. So I go do that, and I get Botox shots throughout my neck and my shoulders too, to help alleviate the pressure.
But Botox, it's a poison that stops the muscle from freezing. Basically, deaden the muscle reflexes or something like that. Right? There's a lot of people put in your lips or whatever.
Yeah.
So because your muscles non-functioning, it looks like you're smooth as skin. I mean, that's what I know about Botox. Yeah. But yours, when you shoot in your neck, is to make sure it doesn't tighten up. Is that what it is?
Exactly. So I have to go next week actually. I go every quarter of the year. I go and get it done. I get about 12 shots in my neck and my shoulders, and about another 5 in my back. So
12 shots.
Yeah, about 12 to 20 shots. Yeah, one session. Yeah. But I mean, it's worth it. It's worth it because without it, I mean, the pain in the neck and the shoulders is almost unbearable sometimes. So. And
you do that every 2 weeks?
Every 3 months. Every 3 months.
Oh, 3 months. Okay, it lasts 3 months. Yeah, but once you get it shot, though, when it's like you get a massage and it's completely relaxed.
Yeah, it relaxes up. It takes about a week to alleviate the muscles to loosen up. But yeah, about a week, it kicks in. But I still have to do dry needling. I do dry needling twice a week still.
Well, you do what?
Dry needling. It's kind of like acupuncture.
Oh, the thing with the cup thing or the needle.
No. So it's like a needle. They stick a needle in your knot.
Like acupuncture.
Yeah.
Tiny thing.
Yeah. It helps a lot to alleviate the knots in the back and my neck also. So
I hope you have good health insurance. My gosh.
I do have, luckily. See, that's the thing. Luckily I do have good health insurance, but I mean, it's still expensive stuff. I mean, the Botox shots, even after insurance coverage, it cost me $350. $250.
How do people with fixed income deal with Parkinson's disease? I mean, what do they do?
They struggle. I mean,
they have to make do without the Botox probably or whatever because I mean, if you're in a fixed income, you can't afford $200 every a few months.
No, not at all. I mean, the drugs are expensive, Very expensive.
Wow. And then what about the food you eat? Have you changed your habit
That's the one thing I need to start doing. I haven't changed my habit. I love food, love to eat. You know, I still want to live my life, but I know if I were to eat better, I'd probably feel better also. I knew I would.
Is there certain things that a Parkinson's disease patient like aren't supposed to eat? Like I don't know. I don't know anything about.
Now, the only thing we should gotta be careful about is eating, taking our medicine too close to eating protein, because the protein interferes with the drug. So you gotta wait at least 30 minutes to an hour before you eat, or afterwards, because the protein just interferes with it. It competes with the dopamine. So.
Have you done research on Ayurvedic, which is I guess Indian medication or Chinese medication or other type of medication for Parkinson's?
I haven't. But if you have any information, I mean, I'm willing to almost do anything just to feel better. So you know.
Yeah, you know, I always have a theory. Like if somehow I got some kind of an incurable disease, and then I search online and I found out that, hey man, these few patients, they ate their own poop and they got well. I'm eating my own poop. I mean, I don't care. I mean, if it worked for someone, I'm thinking it might work for me if I have something, right? So I would definitely look into, because one thing I know about Western medication in general, it is fantastic. It does a lot of good. But like you say, Paul, what the Western medication usually does is only to mask the symptoms. And they're never there in general to cure the ailment. Right?
No, of course not.
The only thing in the Western medicine that actually cures the ailment is literally antibiotics, which we're actually, I'll have another topic on that with another guest in the future about antibiotics. We're actually running out of that, right? Because it's been prescribed so much in the poorer countries. They take it like lollipops, and most of them don't finish. And so now it's always a race against the bacteria and the viruses with the antibiotics. So, but in the Eastern medicine, a lot of them is very slow. Like one of the things I do a lot, my channel is called Burpee Yoga on Coach, because yoga, number one, is a breathing meditation, but number two, is got medicinal purposes through the tourniquet effect, right?
You know, you should teach me some yoga. I know that would benefit me tremendously.
Right. So
a lot of Parkinsons do yoga.
Yeah, let me explain to you what the tourniquet effect is in yoga. So when you do yoga in general, the first thing every single class tell you is breathe in and out. That's what they do, right? And then if they're good, they'll also tell you yoga is not a flexibility exercise. It's not exercise in general. It's a breathing meditation. And the reason why you're breathing in and out is because you're oxygenating your blood, right? So as your blood gets oxygenated, which is a good thing because your body needs oxygen to stay alive. And then now, as you go into a pose, for example, there's a pose that you twist like this, right? I don't know what it's called, because I'm not yoga.
You just
do any pose you do, right? So let's say some person you see in class and can do this and twist and hold the arms together. And you're going, man, I can't do that, man. You're so flexible. You've probably practiced for a long time. I can only do this. I'm useless. Yoga is no good for me. I can only do this. I can't even get my hand like this. How do you do that?
I don't know how you do it.
How far can you go? Okay, perfect. Now, so in yoga, what they tell you is that is perfect. You're doing fine. Why? Because for me, I need to do this. And I'm breathing, right? In and out. For you, you could do this, right? And you're breathing in and out. And they will tell you to hold the pose anywhere from 15 to 30 seconds. So this is the tourniquet effect. When I did this, what it's doing is blocking blood flow to a certain part of my body. Okay, that's what yoga is. For you this is already blocking the blood flow. It still works though, because this is all you can do is blocking your blood flow to your shoulder mostly. For me, I need to do this to block my blood flow, right? So now, as the blood collects on that particular part, depending on the movement of that yoga pose, they're telling you breathe in, breathe out, and then after 15-30 seconds, they let go of the pose. What do you think happens to the blood? It gets flushed out because there's pressure collected. The pressure is collected there, right? And then as soon as you let go of the pose, all that good blood that's been breathing in pushes out the bad blood. That's the tourniquet effect for every single yoga pose except for, I think, Savasana, which is the dead man's pose. You're lying down. That's usually practiced at the end of the yoga session. But that's what yoga does. So, like, and I have actually real proof, and I'm going to interview some of my yogi friends that I used to practice with. I mean, I literally had a construction contractor. He's an inspector, a
Yeah.
building inspector in the city. After we do yoga, we take a shower because I used to do hot yoga, right? The dude had like a scar, like a foot on his back, like a humongous scar. So obviously, I think, how do you get that scar? He goes, well, I was doing an inspection one day, and the freaking elevator fell on me.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, he was bedridden for 6 months, right?
Oh, God.
He was on pain medications. He could barely walk, and he said, we don't want to do this. So he started doing yoga, and through the tourniquet effect with yoga, now he's drug free. He does it every day.
Unc, you can teach me yoga, bro.
No, I don't know. There's many videos out there that shows you yoga, but the most important thing about yoga is, number one, is a breathing meditation, and number two, the tourniquet effect. You don't have to be flexible. Like I explained to you that example.
Yeah.
This is just as beneficial as someone that twists like a pretzel, because you're stopping a blood flow to a certain part of your body. Even when you're twisting on the side or whatever, a lot of the poses, you don't think you're doing anything. Like even when you hold your knees like this, what you're actually doing is you're massaging your internal organs. So every single yoga pose is doing something to your body. Right? That's the one thing that I learned. It's nothing to do flexibility, strength, balance. Those are just collateral benefits of yoga. So that's one thing that you can look into, because you're saying you're stiff all the time and stuff like that. So yoga might help you because of the oxygenation. Because a lot of times we don't breathe enough either. We just, because it's automatic. You're not consciously breathing. So a lot of people breathe very shallow. They're not really fully breathing. Because they're just breathing. Especially like somebody like me, I talk too fast. I barely breathe, right? So, but the breathing, breath is life. The breathing is one of the things that you can help your body to rejuvenate and heal.
I gotta focus on that. I mean, talk about talking fast. I mean, you notice how fast I talk. Maybe you don't recognize it, but I see how fast I talk. That's part of Parkinson's also. I mean,
yes,
the whole speech part, it's Parkinson's, lack of smell. I can't smell hardly anything anymore.
Wow. But before you could, it's not COVID. It's like you had it before.
Yeah, I could smell before, but not now. I can't really smell that well. Period. Can't smell.
So how? Let's focus on the positive. How has your life changed for the better because of the disease, and obviously how has the life changed worse? I want to focus on the better part first.
Yeah, so for me, this is maybe cliche to say, but I'm gonna say it anyways because I believe it. Being diagnosed I've been able to find my calling in life. I believe my calling in life, right? I finally, after 40 years, I figured out I'm what I'm supposed to be here for, and that's to raise awareness about this disease. So, I mean, I've met some wonderful people, and I'm able to help people in a lot of ways. And so for me, it's a benefit. I'm grateful for it. You know, I wish I didn't have the disease, but I'm able to help so many people. And just to have, some people who haven't been able to walk for a while, and then they get in the gym with me and work out with me, and now they can do burpees and stuff. They can do 50 burpees straight with me. I have one guy who works out with me. He's diagnosed like a year ago. He's older than me, probably in his late 50s. And before he started working out with me, he did do maybe 1 or 2 burpees, right? Before he had to stop. Again, the other day, he did 50 straight burpees with me. So, I mean, that's tremendous work. And it made me feel so good, and he felt good. And, to see get the confidence back and everything, that's what it's all about for me. It's just helping other people and seeing them grow and get better and stronger. So, that's what I love to see. But I mean, it sucks. It sucks to have this disease. I mean, it's not fun. There's nothing fun about it. Again, people see me just in my videos, but they don't see how my life really is. How they don't see me in the morning, shuffle my feet. They don't see me at night. Sometimes when I get so stiff in my back, I'm kind of hunched over because the pain is just too much. They don't see that. They don't recognize the fact that I have cognitive issues also because of the disease. It affects you cognitively also. So my short-term memory is awful. It's awful. It's awful. So it's not just not physical also, it affects you cognitively also. Some people, get really bad depression. I don't have depression, but some people do, so again, it's just not physical. And it's not just an old person's disease. People associate Parkinson's with like my grandparents or something like that. but it's not. I mean, we're a smaller population, young onset Parkinson's. Like I said, we're like 5 to 10% of the population, but we're going to live with this disease longer than older people are. Right?
Yeah.
We're the ones that need more help, in my opinion, just because, again, we're going to live with this disease longer. So,
Well, no, that's Lou Gehrig's disease. So Parkinson's been around for a while. They still haven't figured out like the reason for it, except for the lack of dopamine. Like all of a sudden, our brains just stops making dopamine.
Yeah, no one knows exactly how it comes about. There's always these different theories. One doctor say one thing, another doctor say something else. But I'm still confident. I have to be confident. I have to be hopeful that they're going to find a cure or a drug to stop the progression. So.
And has the number of people has it increased?
Yeah.
Since you had it?
Parkinson's disease is, I believe, don't hold me to it, but it's at least the first or the second fastest growing neurological disorder in the world.
Really? Because I know autism has gone up like really a lot from the time that I first heard about autism when I was in my 20s, 30s to now. They're saying like 1 in 12 kids now could be autistic or some crazy stats. Like what the heck? I mean, I'm thinking it could be just the kind of food we're eating, because even if you're trying to get organic food, it's still been processed unless you grow it yourself. And even if you grow it yourself, unless you get I guess they call heirloom seeds or whatever, you're still getting genetically modified. So either way, there's no way for us to eat like our grandparents.
No, not at all. Yeah, again, I've had some very positive, experiences in my life ever to have this disease. So, I met some wonderful people, and it is what it is. Every single one of us who walks this earth is going to have something, have their own challenge. This one's mine, and I own it now. So, I have a saying, and that's, Parkinson's one day may take my body, but it'll never take my soul.
Right.
It'll never take my soul.
So with your nonprofit, do you have a way for people to donate to the nonprofit organization?
Yeah. They can log on the website, and there's a donate button there. They can do that if they would like to. So, of course, any money that goes to the nonprofit goes straight back into buying equipment for other people. So, for instance, I was supposed to go down to Mexico with a group of other Parkies to Osaka to help them, help the Parkies down there in Mexico who have nothing. They have no medicine. They don't really have the equipment and stuff to work out. And a group of people are going down there, but I'm going to buy some equipment for them. The nonprofit is, and mail it down there. So they can have some movement. They can box. They can do some other things like that. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
So within the group of Parkies you have, are they virtual or are they in your area you're at?
So I have some Parkie friends here but a lot of more virtual. Yeah. Again, it's only in America. There's about 1 million Americans have Parkinson's disease. 1 million Americans.
1 million.
1 million. An additional 60,000 will be estimated 60,000 will be diagnosed this year alone. 60,000.
I'm going to do some research and try to look into Eastern and Ayurvedic medicine, because one of the things that I found out too is, I guess they call it alternative medicine. I said this before. So many years ago, my wife has like very massive bad migraines, like really bad ones.
Yeah.
Where she's on the verge of tears. So then she went to the doctors. They did CAT scans on her. They did all the tests, right?
Yeah.
And the doctors couldn't find anything. So the doctors just basically told my here, this is a prescription, take some medicine. So my wife gave me the prescription, and you know what it was?
What was it?
Tylenol with codeine. I said, honey, you're not taking that because you could get addicted to codeine,
Yeah.
So then we start doing research online. One of the possibilities of having a migraine is not enough. What is that? A certain type of water that the babies take. Anyway, a Japanese drink helps it. Calpis or whatever. I think I forgot what the kind of water is called, but it didn't help either, right? So I look on more like alternative medicine, like is there any vitamins she could take, whatever. So on Amazon, I went to Amazon, and then I found out there's a little alternative herbal medicine called microleaf. It's called literally microleaf, right? It's all
Right,
made
right.
with herbs and junk, right?
Yeah.
It's nothing, no money if I compare it to medicine. So we bought that and we tried it, and what? She has no migraines.
Wow. That's great. That's great. That's
Right.
great.
It really, you can search on. There's no affiliate link or nothing like that. It's
Yeah.
just it's called microleaf, right? And then
Yeah.
so anytime anybody has migraine, I always tell them, hey, try microleaf because it worked for my wife. It worked for my wife. It worked for you. You know.
Yeah. I wish they had a Parky version of that.
Well,
That'd be great.
right. But
Yeah.
maybe not to quote unquote get rid of the disease, but maybe to relieve some of the symptoms.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Definitely.
You know, that's the main thing, right?
If they found a drug that could stop the progression as it is now, it'd be. I mean, it'd still be not fun, but I could live with it. I could live with it.
Yeah.
I could
So
definitely live
like
with it.
same thing. One of our other family member has what is that thing called? That's kind of like herpes, but the worse. Shingles. It's called shingles.
Ah, yeah.
Same thing. They could take a shingle shot, but then if you have shingles already, you can't do it, right? And there's actually shingle relief herbal medicines for that too.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, both a balm and also something you can take internally, and they're all just herbs. So I'm gonna go and do some research on maybe a muscle relaxation and things like that.
Yeah.
And if I find any, I'll IG you. And
Oh,
see
yeah,
if you can find a better medicine. Because like I say, you know, there's so many things on the planet that we don't know of because we were never taught. That you know, it doesn't hurt to try. I mean, it's not like it costs $5,000 for that microleaf, right? It's like a couple bucks. I mean, and if it worked, like my wife don't want to take Tylenol with codeine anymore because of that.
It's phenomenal.
Yeah, so I don't know. I mean, it's you know, you just gotta try to find some way to get better. You know, every day.
I mean, that's exactly right. I mean, exactly right. I mean, like I said, I have to go through a whole regimen in the morning just to get. I have to take my medicine. I got to stretch for like 30 minutes. So it takes about an hour to get ready to actually do anything. You know what I'm saying? Pop my pills, stretch, and then I can finally hit the gym. So I mean, I get up every morning. I hit the gym. Come home from work. I hit the gym again. I usually do about 2 to 3 workouts a day. 2 to 3 a day. 2 to 3 a day.
You have to. I mean,
I wouldn't say I have to, but I mean, it makes me feel better. So when I work out, it's like the only time I actually feel normal. Only feel normal. You know?
as you're
It's the only
sweating.
time.
Yeah,
Only time.
I work out like I say because I don't want to take medicine. Like I have siblings and they're both on medication and I'm not. And then also I work out because I like to eat and I don't want to like count calories or whatever. You know, I just eat whatever I like and I don't want to say, oh well, that piece is too fat, you shouldn't eat any, or like that's too much sugar or whatever. You know, but I mean that's the reason I work out. You know, but your reason of working out really to feel normal. That's
to feel normal again. I mean, and of course when I have insomnia, I have insomnia a lot. That's another symptom. I'm really bad insomnia. So I have nothing else to do. So I just go downstairs to my gym and I work out. So.
Oh well, this is gonna rain in your parade. As you get older, you get more insomnia.
Well, trust me, I can't take much more than I already have. I mean, this week I went about 4 days without sleeping. I took about 4 hours, 4 hours of sleep.
Okay, well I'm not that bad. Like I used to be able to sleep like the whole night through, but now almost every night I'm waking up in the middle of the night and I wouldn't be able to sleep for a couple of hours, and then I end up falling asleep like a baby. But that from my understanding is due to old age.
I'm sure some of it is part of my old age also. I mean, I'm not as young as people think I am. I mean, I'll be 45 this year, so which isn't old, but you know.
Well, yeah, my body started going downhill at 50. I had no injuries, nothing. 50 on, this shoulder went bad, and then now I think both shoulders are bad, but I still do whatever. But
Unc, you're still killing it out there, man. I mean, I see you're still doing the burpees, you're killing it, man. We still got to do another session, another holy grail.
Right. Well, that's the other thing. So next month is Parkinson's disease.
Yeah.
That's one of the reasons why we're doing this. And what do you got planned for next month?
So I'm gonna me, myself, and 40-something fitness, and some other guys out there, better every day. We're gonna do a live stream every Saturday. We'll do live stream workouts to help raise awareness about Parkinson's disease. and dedicate our workouts and dedicate burpees towards it. Of course, Uncle, we'd love to have you come out also.
For
Anyone
sure.
else-
Saturday.
anyone,
Saturday morning I can do it, not in the afternoon.
yeah, it'll be in the morning, West Coast time. But
Okay.
yeah, so the whole month we'll be doing workouts on Saturday, and then we're gonna try to carry it through into the next month, because the next month is mental health awareness month. So, it's just something we want to start and just help raise awareness about not just Parkinson's. April's Parkinson's, like I said, but then May is mental health awareness. So, it's just whatever we can do to help people, bring awareness to whatever they're dealing with.
Yeah, mental health actually is the biggest challenge I think any first world country have.
Oh, yeah.
And it's something so taboo, because there's not really a symptom. People can have mental challenges and health challenges, and then you wouldn't know. I mean, I could have it.
Yeah.
And you wouldn't know, right?
No, you wouldn't know. You had no idea. You had no idea.
So I think a lot. I spoke with Derek, who's running for mayor, and there's a lot of homeless that has mental health challenges, and that's one of the reasons why they're homeless. Some of them actually choose to be homeless, because it's easier for them to do that than to either have a burden to their family or be in an institution, or they don't have enough money for that.
Yeah.
So, that's actually a good one.
Yeah.
Go into mental health.
But yeah, we're just gonna carry it forward and see what happens. But again, it's April. I think April 2nd is be the first Saturday we'll do it.
Over
the first Saturday. So we'll of course we'll post it out there on YouTube and stuff. And then just anyone who wants to join us for a workout, come on out and just do some burpees. We'll do a bunch of other calisthenic stuff, mix in some dumbbells. You name it. We'll just jump around and just do it. So.
Okay, great. How long have you had your channel?
I'm just about 2 years now. 2 years, yeah.
So, you've been on it for 2 years. Now, go back 2 years and talk to your former self what you learned about your YouTube experience, and tell them tell the 2 year younger Paul, hey, Paul, so you're going to start a YouTube channel. These are my advices, young Paul.
Don't bet on the fact that you're going to get like a bunch of viewership or anything like that. I mean, I think my workouts are pretty good. Of course, they're mine. I think they're pretty good, but the amount of hits I get is very few, and I have no idea how YouTube does it. Maybe they don't like people with Parkinson's. I don't know. They're discriminating against me, but it is ridiculous sometimes. The lack of viewership I get. The whole algorithm thing they have going on. I mean, no offense, YouTube, but I mean, it sucks ass. I mean,
it's very strange to me too. I've been on YouTube, same thing. I started April 2020. That's the onset of COVID-19, right? That's when I started. Yeah. And I had no understanding of YouTube. I never done social media. I only did it because I just wanted to record my burpees. Yeah. And then from then on, I graduated, got monetized to now. You're right. The algorithm is all of it, and all these channels that tells you, hey, you got to put in the SEO correctly, put in some kind of a good wording and stuff like that. If you guys IG me, I literally just supported a new channel. They have 6 videos. 6. I think maybe 7 now, right?
Right.
They only show videos of flowers. Right? And if you go to check their SEO, it's rated 0 with Team Tubi or whatever it is. Like, they barely put anything on their description. It's Vietnamese, one line, something, and I translate it. It's like flowers in the summer or something like that. And they get like 20,000 views or 200. It's crazy amount of views.
You can't tell me that, Unc. I mean, I only have 245 subscribers. It went up to 250, then went back down because people unsubscribe and stuff. It's like in the 2 years, that's how many I have. That's it. My average hit on viewership is about 30 to 50. That's my average again.
Yeah.
I mean, again, I'm not doing it just to make any money. I'm doing this just to raise awareness.
Right.
So anyone out there watching this, I don't care if you ever do my workouts. Just hit subscribe and just hit like the video. You don't have to do anything else. Just do that.
Yeah. See, so Tattoo Ronan says that fitness is hard. Fitness is actually the worst. Once I figured out I could get monetized, I found out fitness is actually the worst part of the things that YouTube like. YouTube loves number one, not YouTube, but they promote the number one is finance. Number two is like personalities, like if you have interesting personalities. And number three is styles, I guess. Like mostly like makeup and things like that. And, like the worst really is fitness. It's like the worst. So I knew I was signed up for already. And Heart Body says that there's a guy
crazy.
with 30 videos, all shorts, and has 1 million views.
That's just ridiculous. That's ridiculous. I mean, like Heart Body, he's killing it every day. He's got great workout, killing it. I mean, it's absolutely insane.
Yeah.
I just don't get it. It's so frustrating, but I mean, it is what it is.
Yeah.
I got in 2 years. I've done 268 videos. I think it was 268.
Oh,
that's a lot of videos.
It is, but yours is actually how-tos. I mean, my videos are not how-tos. It's mostly a record for myself.
Yeah.
So I branch off to do other stuff I run to do, which is the reason why I'm doing this, because I love chatting with people. I learn a lot more about Parkinson's disease than I remember by reading, and now it actually gives me some kind of a motive now to find out if I can actually help you by looking at alternative medicine that you can go and check out. That may help me too.
Yeah.
Because like I keep telling everybody, YouTube's fake. I mean, in 2 years I think we lost Adrian and Nico. They don't even post anymore, right?
They don't post anymore. I actually spoke with them today. But they're going to come out of retirement. For Parkinson's Awareness Month. They said they're going to join.
Okay, good. I know Adrian just got the baby, so obviously that's more important. But yeah, it's. I mean, I'm doing it mostly for fun, and then now I'm gonna follow my passion. That's why my channel has changed already, and I love to do this. And then I'll continue to just put interesting information that I want to learn about.
I mean, your channel's great. I mean, I love the stuff you're doing now. I love the food stuff you do too, man. I love to eat. I just got a video coming up pretty soon about cooking chuck stick because they're cheap cuts. Hey, inflation going on, man. Inflation. Yeah.
It is. It's so crazy expensive, right? So but so it's gonna start April 2nd.
April 2nd. Every Saturday. We'll put the information out ahead of time. But yeah, it'll be April 2nd every Saturday. Just people come out and just log on and work out with us. You know what I'm saying? Just work out with us. Again, it'll be myself and like fitness 40-something fitness. Yourself, Hard Body Training is going to be able to join us a couple times. Osiris, Fitness Throttle, Stay Strong with Nick, a few other people also. So yeah, just get down and get dirty, man. Just do the burpees, like I said, other calisthenic stuff, and just keep grinding.
Okay, great. And then what happened is I'll put the link down below for your Can't Shake Me website.
Yeah.
That wants to donate to your nonprofit organization, they can do that as well. And then if anybody has any information on alternative medicine to relieve the Parkinson's disease symptoms, by all means, go to Can't Shake Me's channel, Paul's channel, and let them know, what is possible. As long as it's legal and not illegal stuff. Pick up anywhere. All the more because maybe somebody out there that's watching this video actually, have success with XYZ thing that they've been doing, So share that, because what happened is you're helping somebody's life and then how comfortable it can live.
That's right. Thank you, Unc. Again, I can't thank you enough for your support. You've always been very supportive of me, so thank you very much.
Okay, great. All right, it's been very informative chatting with you, Paul, and then I'll see you probably April 2nd for the session.
Brother.
You can IG me or hit me up my videos. Yeah. And thank you very much for your time. I suppose you're gonna go to a workout now, right?
I am. So, it'll be my second one of the day.
Wow.
Thank you, brother. I appreciate it. I'll catch you later.
Yeah, I'll fix up this video before I post it, which is what I usually do with lives. So I'll add in information, and then it should be up in the next day or two. Okay.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Much love, bro.
Right. Bless up, Paul.